Now, if you're a freelancer or just doing SEO for one site, you might not necessarily need to build out a team. It's just if you want to do this at scale or if you want to do this for clients, it's really best to leverage the people that you have or go out and hire some people to help you fill in these roles because each person has a very specific place in the process. And I've really boiled this entire thing down to a process. So getting the people to just do one job makes this a lot easier and really allows you to do this at scale. And honestly, it just really simplifies the whole thing. So I'm going to run you through the exact roles that I use on my team, starting with the lead SEO. Now, this is generally me in the process. The lead SEO is somebody that does the client website analysis. You look at the content on the website, you understand the assets that they have in terms of linkable assets. You also do a keyword analysis. You understand what keywords we're going to be targeting. You understand what keywords we're going to be using in order to find link prospects. You do a current link analysis. You understand the anchor text ratio. You understand the quality of the links that they have pointing to the site. You set up analytics. You set up keyword tracking, and you set the project plan. Now, this person, it's best to know SEO, but again, these things are all highly trainable skills that I'm actually going to talk about how to do in this course. They're not overly complicated. It's just this person is kind of like the project manager slash SEO slash person that's going to oversee the entire process and make sure that the links are going live and that we're building the best links possible. Now, after that, so after the lead SEO kind of builds out the link strategy and the plan and communicates to the team what the client is all about, that's when the link prospector comes into play. Now, this person is their only job is to go online and find link opportunities, guest posting opportunities, resource page opportunities, doing web research, using Twitter, finding link roundups, all these different things. That is their only job. Their only job. So what they do is the lead SEO gives them a list of keywords that are about the client site. So if the client site is about, I don't know, shoes, then the lead SEO is going to create a list of keywords like sneakers, shoes, Nikes, stuff like that. The link prospector is then going to take those keywords and they're going to use them along with what are called search operators. And I'm going to run through those later in the training. But those search operators, they tell search engines, they tell Google, Yahoo, Bing, what to look for, right? So if we're looking for guest posting opportunities, it's like, sneaker blogs, right for us, stuff like that. That is a search operator that allows us to find these opportunities. It's their only job to use those search operators to find opportunities and then to record them. And they're going to use a number of places to find these opportunities. Like I said, there's search engines, there's social media, there's also some tools that we'll get into later. But this person also needs to have just a basic understanding of link quality. Pretty much that means just knowing how to run Majestic SEO and understanding if the website is a piece of crap or if it's a good prospect. After that, they're just going to record these in an Excel file, an Share file. They're going to tag them with the right thing, which I'm going to walk through how to do. Very straightforward. But all they're doing, again, is they're just finding opportunities and recording them because then the outreach manager is going to go out and they're going to contact each of these prospects, right? So this outreach manager, their job is to set up a Gmail account, going to build a persona within that outreach account. They're going to set up the outreach templates, and then they're just going to go down and they're going to contact every single prospect that the link prospector built. So if the link prospector is finding guest posting opportunities, the outreach manager is going to go through and start contacting them with templates. It's very straightforward. And they're just going to use the same Excel file to communicate with each other. So the link prospector is going to create a list of as many 50 to 100 guest posting opportunities as possible, resource pages, all that stuff. The outreach manager is just going to look at the project plan, understand the timetable of the project, and they're going to go down and start contacting each of those prospects. And then they're going to start negotiating, right? Because this isn't just a single email. A lot of the times, the person on the other end of that email will come back saying, hey, you need to write content. The last questions will say, can we interview the owner of the business? All this different stuff. It's their job to then communicate. So this person needs to be a good communicator. They need to be very well organized. And they need to understand the basic principle of link building, which is value exchange and value creation. So they need to understand how to have a basic email conversation, also potentially pick up the phone and call if necessary. But after that, they're not going to be responsible for creating the content. Their only job is to manage the email and do the outreach. We then have, freelance content writers or freelance designers or in-house. These are the people that are ultimately going to be responsible for creating the value, right? So if it's a guest post and you have a freelance writer that the outreach manager just sends an email to, says, hey, can you write us an outline for this blog or write us a draft for this blog? It needs to be 1,500 words. It needs to be about X, Y, and Z. I need in 3 days. The content creator then writes it, sends it back to the outreach manager, and she sends it to that blogger. If it's an infographic, right, then she can ping him and say, hey, we need an infographic created about 10 ways to tie your shoes in the summertime. I don't know, something like that. The point is that you can see these things are all very siloed, right? As opposed to having one person go ahead and do all of these things, you focus on the skill set of that individual person and really simplify their job. So you're not asking somebody to do anything too much or anything too crazy. If you're the lead SEO, you're creating the strategy and you're overseeing the project. If you're the link prospector, you're going out and finding opportunities. That's it. If you're the outreach manager, you are just going out and contacting opportunities and communicating via email. That is it. If you're the content creator, all you are doing is creating content. That is it. You do not ask people to do anything outside their lane. You keep them in their lanes. You pay them what they're doing for, and that's it. And it helps keep things streamlined. It helps keep things on track. It's just a much easier process than having one person go and do the research, do the outreach, do the writing. Because what happens is things get backed up in each of these things. Whereas, this person can find 1,000 opportunities in a week. This person can contact 50 opportunities a day, and this person can write 1 or 2 articles a day. Not to mention, if you get 10 different content writers, you can see how this can start to scale very, very quickly. As many emails as this person can send out and communicate with, this person can write an article a day. And I'm talking like, you can get 5 guest posts live per day if you're hustling with this and if these people are very well trained. So in the rest of these videos, I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to show you how to train each and every one of these people on the various different link prospects, link types, guest posting, resource pages, all these different things on exactly how to train them so you can just pass these videos to them and